in class 9th. As in the previous video, I have explained you about the tissues. Now I'm going to start with the plant tissue. Now children, plant tissue are of two types. Generally, we can divide them into two types. The first one is the dividing and the second one is the non-dividing tissue. Now these dividing tissues are called as meristematic tissue and the non-dividing tissue is called as the permanent tissue. Now children, in this video I'm going to explain you about the dividing tissue, that is the meristematic tissue. Now children, this meristematic tissue, this meristematic term comes from a Greek word called as meristos, meristos. This meristos means dividing. Now, meristematic tissues cells are the young cells. These are young cells and they actively divide. Now, children, because these cells actively divide, therefore they are present at the special locations in the plant. All the parts of the plant do not grow. There are specific positions which are involved in the growing process. And those growing part have the meristematic cells in them. Children, the location of the meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissue are found at all the growing tips of the plant, like tips of root, tips of stem and branches. Suppose this is the soil surface, these are the roots. Then it is present at the tip of the root tip, and if this is a stem, it is present at the shoot tip. Also, the meristematic tissues are present between the bark and the wood of the trees. In this video, I will tell you that on the basis of location, how the meristematic tissue helps in growing. Now children, types of meristematic tissue on the basis of their location. The first one is the apical meristem, the second one is the intercalary meristem, and the third one is the lateral meristem. Now children, let us see the location. Now this apical meristem is present at the apex, at the tip. Therefore, they help in the growing of this part, or growth occurs from this part. Now children, intercalary, the spelling is wrong here, it is C-A-L-A-R-Y. Intercalary meristem are present in between the permanent tissues. Now, in between the permanent tissues, they help in the growth. That's why they are called as intercalary meristem. And children, the last one here is the lateral meristem. This lateral meristem is present between the bark and the wood, and they help in the increase in the girth, or we can say in the diameter of the plant. Now children, what are the chief characteristics of meristematic tissue? The chief characteristics of meristematic tissues are that the cells of the meristematic tissue are small, they are actively dividing. Nucleus is prominent. Why? Because in the cell division, the major events occurs in the nucleus, and these cells divide actively one after the another. Therefore, they have a prominent nucleus. Also, these cells do not have vacuoles because they are actively dividing, and after the division, the new cells formed. The new cells are formed, and among those cells, one cell is the part of the meristematic tissue, and the second one specialized and become a part of permanent tissue. This means they specialize themselves. They can form the cell of the xylem, they can form the cell of the phloem. They specialize themselves and don't have the capability to divide. Now cells here are almost packed with no intercellular spaces. There is no need because one cell divides, then the other is formed, then the other is formed, then the next is formed, then the next is formed, then next is formed. This is the way in which the cell division occurs. Now new cells produced are transformed into mature permanent tissue. As I have told you that the new cells formed, they get specialized and gets converted into permanent tissues. So children, this was all about the meristematic tissue. Thank you. Have a nice day.